I'm going to say something controversial for my answer. I just want to let it be known. You might not be thinking about this, but you should.
RG3.
No. Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. they were a problem. You could not guard the two of them. Today's episode of Nanodosing is brought to you by Game Time. College football season is back, which means tailgates, cheering crowds, the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff, that's all back too. And if you've ever found yourself at a tailgate and you decide to grab tickets last minute, that's where Game Time comes in. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price, and the fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. This weekend, game of the year for James Madison University, going to Louisville, Kentucky, playing Louisville. I dare say, if we're able to pull off this upset, JMU, we're in prime position to get that spot in the 12-team playoff.
Would be in great shape.
Great shape for it. We have to, if we win, even if we lose it, still a chance, but if we win it, I'd say that, look at us to make some noise.
Yeah.
The Dukes, this is the game of the year so far, and then I'll have other games of the year for JMU later, but this is a big one right now, playing against a Power 5 school, and
I think Louisville's going to be a good team this year, too.
Yeah, so it's a good test to see what the Chesney boys are up to there. What is the cost to get into that game?
You're not going to believe this. I thought it was a misprint. I had to log out, go back in.
Yeah.
$5.
$5 to get in?
One US $5 bill. I can get you into James Madison against Louisville Saturday.
Listen.
Friday, excuse me.
Dukes.
7 p.m.
JMU Dukes. Duke Dogs. Let's invade Louisville.
You can get great tickets for $20.
I'm calling for an invasion of Louisville, Kentucky, and I would like to see some Harrisonburg representation there. Big game for us. Very excited. Use Game Time. Get in. It's very, very cheap to get in, especially when you use Game Time. You can take all the guesswork out of buying college football tickets. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code MACRO, $20 off your first purchase. Promo code MACRO, $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Okay, it is Nanodosing. It's Tuesday. Hope everybody had a happy Labor Day weekend. Hope it was fun. Big T, congrats on Tennessee's win.
Thank you.
That was massive.
That's going to be bad.
That could be very bad. Set you up for that one. Big time. You fell for it. So we're going to be doing a voicemail episode of Nanodosing today because we don't know what's going to be in the news because we're recording this on Wednesday of last week, but we want to give something for you guys to have on your Tuesday as you're going back to work. So, yeah, let's hit some voicemails.
What's up, Macro crew? But this is Mike from Connecticut. Been listening for 4 years now. Kind of got a weird question for you, but a question I like to ask people to break the ice. And that is, if you could be any hole on a golf course, what hole would you be and why? I'd pick either the first or the fourth. First, because, vibes are high. You're with the boys or the gals, getting ready to go out and have a good time. Or 4, because that's usually the hole when you realize if you're about to have a good round or a bad round and make the decision to start drinking or stay sober. Stay handsome, stay beautiful, stay gorgeous. Let me know what hole you'd be. Thoughts?
What a unique question.
What hole would you be on a golf course? 19th?
Good answer.
19th hole. The bar. Be the
You
bar.
be the bar.
Um,
You want to get another guy's throats?
Shut up.
Good call.
Shut up, Arian.
Just saying. Guy wants to slide down the esophagus of another man.
No, I think the right answer is 10. You want to be the 10th hole. Everyone's refreshed, just gotten a drink, gotten a little lunch at the turn. The world is your oyster at that point. If you shot bad on the front 9, guess what? The back 9's here. New 9. If you shot really good on the front 9, then guess what? You're pumped up to start the back 9 because you're on pace to shoot your low round. I feel like the 10th hole is where there's a lot of optimism.
I like that
and
answer.
good vibes.
Yeah, I'm just going with the first hole. First hole, because it's like so much hope lies in front of you. You have a bad hole, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's one hole. Let's get it going. We can still turn it around from here. So nobody's ever really upset at the first hole. It's always like, hey, we got a whole lot of golf left.
What about when it comes to playing golf? Why aren't there more par threes on the first hole?
I think maybe just aesthetically. I don't know if there's a real reason, but I would think aesthetically. I hate ending on my I think it goes 5-4, right? So I love ending a nine and a course on a par five.
Yeah, I do too.
Nice and long. It's in last long shots of the day in. I don't like ending on a four. I don't know that I've ever seen a three, but I just aesthetically I don't like it.
I've seen threes at the end. I think the first shot of the day has to be driver. You can't start with an 8-iron.
It'd be very funny though to start on a par three and then have it be the whole like everyone's watching you, so it's like additional pressure.
I think it's that way with your driver.
A little bit, but I think it's even more so on a par three.
No, because even if you hit a bad shot on a par three, like you get it down there, like it's theoretically, if you hit a great chip, even if you hit a terrible tee shot, you could like make a par. If you hit a terrible drive, that's bad.
What about ending on a par three?
Nope, hate it.
You just like, I kind of like on the 18th hole when it's a par five because you're like, oh, my round's not even close to being done. This is a par five.
I've never considered the order of the holes.
Yeah, I've never played a course that started on a par three.
No, I haven't either.
I don't think so.
I think I'd like to at some point. Mad Dog, what hole would you be?
I don't. I'll be the 9th hole. I like when you can get a snack.
Yeah, at the end of it.
Yeah, and then you can get nice, maybe a little hot dog, maybe a little lemonade, maybe a little transfusion.
Love those.
Yeah, that's about all I got on that.
Love those. All right, next question.
What's up, guys? This is Jimmy calling in. I got a little sports question for you. If you guys could go around and name your top 3 sports duos of all time. So Kobe and Shaq. I'm a Boston guy, so Jalen and Jason Tatum. But yeah, I'm curious. Let me know.
Not making that list.
What's that?
They're not making top 5. They're not making that list.
All right, well, let's hear it.
I like Jordan Pippen, number 1. I like give me Kobe Shaq. Give me Steve Young, Jerry Rice.
Not even Montana and Rice.
No, give me Steve Young and Jerry Rice.
Okay.
I think that's prime Jerry right there. Then give me. This is a great question. You know what? I'm gonna stay football, and then give me Chris Carter, Randy Moss. Then give me. That's a great question. Then give me Barry Sanders and whoever is on this team.
I'm going to say something controversial for my answer. I just want to let it be known. You might not be thinking about this, but you should.
RG3.
No. Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. they were a problem. You could not guard the two of them. You had maybe the 2 best tight ends in the NFL on the same team, on the same field at the same time. There was not a defense that you could drop. And guess what? If you were needing to run the football, Aaron could do that. You had thunder and lightning. Aaron was like the speed demon, ran like a deer. He had big bruiser. Gronk.
Speed demon's kind of crazy, but
he was fast for a tight end.
He was very solid tight end. Yes,
he's very fast for a tight end. Great pass catcher.
I think if he's not a murderer, he has an amazing career, and possibly could be probably a Hall of Famer.
But it's crazy that they had. Yeah, he was that good.
He had a couple very good years. I didn't think you'd say Hall of Fame though.
Well, I mean, his career got cut short because of murder charges, and
For sure.
you have one of, if not the greatest quarterback of all time, pitching you the ball. You're gonna put up some numbers.
Yeah,
fair
the offense was unstoppable. There's nothing that you could do to guard. If you had one linebacker or a safety that was like above average or very good at covering a tight end, that's great. Guess what? We still have maybe the second best tight end in the NFL that's also on the field. So good luck. Couldn't guard him with a wide receiver.
I don't know if they was second at the time. I believe there was a few. There was like
Gates, maybe Jimmy Graham.
Antonio Gates was in there. Jimmy Graham was there. Jason Witten was in the league at the time.
But Aaron was right in that conversation.
He's up there for sure. No, I think he would easily be a perennial Pro Bowler and questionably Hall of Famer if he stays out of murder charges.
Yeah. Couldn't put a safety on him, really. Couldn't put a cornerback. He's too fast
trouble
for a
with safety,
linebacker.
for sure.
He did have he had trouble with safety. Yeah.
Or didn't.
Yeah. Don't line up in the pistol formation.
Come on.
But yeah, listen, obviously the off the field stuff, problem. On the field stuff, we can be honest with ourselves. I think I'm the first person that's honest enough to say it. Hernandez was a great player.
Brave.
Great player. What a duo they were.
Brave.
You got any others or just the...
I'm trying to think
Just
who
the
OJ
murderer.
played with. That was honestly maybe the first one that came to my mind.
That's telling.
Yeah, it is telling. Besides that,
I've got some.
okay.
I mean, obviously, my favorite from being a kid is Chipper and Andrew Jones. That
Mhm.
was electric. Not even to mention the pitchers, obviously.
Yeah, would you say Maddox and Glavin or Maddox and Smoltz?
I would go Maddox and Smoltz are my two favorites,
Mhm.
just because Tom Glavine left to go to the Mets.
Yep.
And that's when I was a very impressionable child, and I hated Tom Glavine for that. I'd love him now.
Understandable.
Great commentator, too. But, yeah, and then my favorite pair of Tennessee football teammates. How about Peyton Manning and Todd Helton? But same quarterback room.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
that's a hell of a duo.
Todd Hilton?
Helton,
I didn't know who that is.
he was just inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. He played football and baseball at UT and played for the Colorado Rockies, who we may go see next season.
Nice.
And
I know.
outstanding hitter.
I would go, if I'm going to go Peyton, I got to go Marvin Harrison.
Sure.
On the field stuff.
Again, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Peyton and Edgerrin James, dog. Edgerrin James had a run.
He was very good.
Yeah.
I mean, Brady and Moss were pretty elite too. You
Well,
couldn't
got,
really
like,
stop
what, 2
them.
years out of that, though?
Well, one team good.
That's true. One team. One man.
Yeah.
Eli.
In the office today.
He is in the office today. Nice guy. I like Eli a lot. Any other duos?
Matt Ryan, Julio Jones was a favorite of mine. Matt Ryan, Roddy White, too.
My list is clearing y'all list, by the way.
Well, these are just our personal favorites. These aren't like...
It's okay. My personal face can clear your personal face.
That's fine.
What about Mike Allstott and Lorenzo
John
Neal?
Lynch.
No, they played opposite sides. They weren't allowed to hit each other in practice. That was a rule. They came up with that in Tampa. They were like, you guys cannot collide. We can't have that.
Really?
It's too violent.
Powerful.
Yeah, but they did have, for a brief period, Mike Allstott and Lorenzo Neal were on the same team in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Lorenzo Neal, best fullback of all time.
I think he's definitely, yes. I would say probably.
Him, William Floyd, he's up there.
If you look up, I
Leach.
want to say Lorenzo Neal had 10 seasons in a row where he was the lead blocker for a 1,000-yard running back.
He was cold, bro.
Yeah. He was awesome. We'll get back to nanodosing in a second. It's brought to you by DraftKings. Game on. Week 1 starts now. Every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Every touchdown could hit big. Don't just watch the game when you can win with it. DraftKings Sportsbook brings the unmatched intensity of the NFL straight to your fingertips. If you're backing the first touchdown score, hitting anytime TD props, or riding the thrills of in-game betting, every play is packed with possibility. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. What a great deal that is. So not only do you get the $300 in bonus bets instantly when you download the app and new users bet $5, you also get over $200 off in NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. You know what I've been getting into recently, Big T?
What's that?
On the DraftKings app? The fast futures. Have you seen those?
I've been on that tab a time or two.
The fast futures, I really like those because they're, like season total futures for the NFL, except they only count the first 4 games.
Right.
So you find out you don't have that future just sitting in your account for the duration of the season. You find out if you're going to win or not based on, sometimes you can hit your fast futures just in the first couple weeks.
I did Justin Herbert most passing yards in the first 4 games.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yep.
That's not a bad one. I put in some fast futures as well. Would you like to know what mine are?
Yes.
Okay. I put in, actually I only have one in now. I'm going to put another one in later. I took Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels to combine for 600-plus rushing yards after 4 weeks. I know that's a lot of rushing yards.
So that's 75 each a game?
75 each a game, but Lamar and Jaden are liable to have a game where they go off for like 150.
For sure.
And it's 10-1.
Love that.
Plus 1,000.
I might join you on that.
So, and it's a fun one to root for, too. So I've got that in my fast futures, and I'll probably put a couple more in. I got some Tommy Fleetwood bucks jingling around in my pocket right now. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use code MACRO. That's promo code MACRO. Get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet $5, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. The crown is yours.
What up, Macrodosing? How y'all living? How y'all doing? I'm fucking up. Hey, fuck it. Hey, PFT, give me like 15 push-ups right now, dog.
You fucking asshole.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
You fucking asshole. God damn it.
We've been holding on to that voicemail for like a month.
Yeah, I remember when this happened now, and you were gone.
Count 'em out.
1, 2, 3. I'd like to see a little lower. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, that was 7.5 because each of those was a half.
That was not a half push-up. Those were all the way down. My chest was hitting the ground.
Yeah, sure thing.
What are we at? Are we at 40?
No, we're at I think
40
we're
or
at
50?
60.
60?
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Yeah,
feel like I've
we're at
seen
60.
40.
All right, let's go. We're more than halfway home.
The
God
fact
damn.
that that's still going on is crazy.
That's the worst bet I've ever made.
That's the beautiful thing about that bet.
It's kind of mean. You have the best team in baseball. I've got the Nats.
He wanted to make it with me with the Brewers playing the Braves.
Yeah.
Hey, I made these bets when we were not the best team in baseball. Well, not with you, Big T. Yes, we were. But with you, no, we were not the best team in baseball. When
They
I made
were
that
way
bet.
better than the Nats.
Everybody's better than the Nats, bro.
It's not true.
Most people are better than the Nats.
Most teams right now have a better record than the Nats.
Strong young core, though.
Good young core. But it's
Number
me.
one in our hearts.
Like, what am I going to do? Say no to that bet?
Yeah, that's what Big T does.
I said no.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You
Hey,
know me.
anytime you want to run it back on anything, let me know, dog.
I think I just have to make a rule: no bets against Arian.
I do be betting. I do be winning my bets, man. I pick my lanes very well. Big T trying. He was a little thirsty the other day. He tried to get back on the Taylor Swift bet. He tried to
Yeah,
get
I
me
wanted to
back.
bet on the Instagram likes for which, by the way, also not as high as I anticipated. I think
30 million right now.
Yeah, people were talking about like it was going to beat Messi when he won the World Cup. It's not even close.
She might be, but she bought it.
No, I just think, I mean, 30 million likes is incredible. That's one of the most famous people in the world. She's just not in that like top tier, like maybe I thought.
Maddie's boiling behind.
I mean,
that.
I don't mind.
That's just by the numbers.
I get my enjoyment out of her. I don't, like, if you want to enjoy her or not is not up to me. I get what I want from her music.
Love that. Very mature.
Yeah. I don't need her to be the most famous person in the world for me to enjoy it more.
Love that.
Yeah. Okay. That was fun.
Bad voicemail.
Great voicemail. One of the best ones.
Next voicemail.
Hey, Macrodosing Pod. This is James from New Mexico, the better part of New Mexico area in Cruces. But I had a few questions for y'all. Arian, so I had a question on the NFL coaches, like the position coaches. Like, do you have like any apprehension or anything? Because like a lot of these did not play at the elite level. So how does like one professional athlete like yourself like kind of take that feedback and everything? Because it's like, well, this guy didn't do it, but what is he saying? Two, PFT, what got you into planes or how'd you get into planes? Because it's fascinating how dedicated you are there. And then Big T and Mad Dog and Mackenzie, question. So, well, Big T, you said you just turned 28. Congratulations. The same for the other three of you youngins. So all three youngins, 28. Hey, love the pod. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful. Take care. Bye.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to the 505, man. I think he asked what if like how do I take
Criticism from coaches.
criticism of coaches
if they haven't played at the same level as you.
Yeah, I mean, so I look at it like this: a lot of time, position coaches are just in placeholder spots because they're trying to climb the ranks and eventually become a head coach. So they don't necessarily know about the position like that. So you just take it with a grain of salt. Like most of the time, what happens is like you have an offensive coordinator. He comes up with the game plan, and then he delegates responsibilities. Okay, on this play, this is what we're looking for. Boom, 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 boom. And so you're just getting orders from higher ups. And the majority of people haven't played football at the level that you have or you're capable of. So they can give suggestions. So a lot of time my coaches were like, when I was younger, it was more like, I'm gonna listen to every single thing they say. But as I matured in the league and understood, I knew more about my position than probably my position coaches. But they do have a lot of experience of seeing things a certain way, but they don't know how it feels. So I take all of that into account. So I'm not going to dismiss their opinion, but like if a coach says, you should have cut it up right here, but I know the reasons as to why I did or didn't do it, I kind of I'll just be like, yeah, okay. He just don't know. When you have running back coaches that have coached or have played the position, they're more likely to be like, no, okay, I see what you saw right there. I understand that. But for the most part, position coaches just tell you like the schematics of the play. They'll be like, okay, on this is what you're looking for. You got boom, 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 and they teach you scheme. It's not necessarily about like how to play the position. It's more about like what to do in certain scenarios. It's coaching for me right now. Coaching the kids, it's kind of been a little bit of an eye opener too, because now I kind of see it from their position. Their perspective, from coach's perspective, but still I'm very involved as far as like letting kids tell me what you're feeling, tell me what you're seeing, and we're gonna work off that. You know, I have an idea of how I can go, but you still got to play it. I'm not gonna go out there. You are. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, brother.
All right, good answer. My answer, the planes question, I don't really know. I had a couple model planes when I was a kid that I built. Like the snap-on ones. Once the airplane glue stuff started to get involved, that was too complicated for me. But then I had like one airplane computer game growing up called U.S. Navy Fighters that I enjoyed playing for like a couple years, and then I just didn't really do it at all until like 10 years ago, and then I started to get back into it. I don't really know how I got interested in it, but then one thing leads to another. You get a hobby that you enjoy, and then all of a sudden you're just boring people to death with the details about, the wingspan of an F-22. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Although yesterday I transported my flight simulator home. It was here at the office. We used it for that stream, and then we had to make room for the interns to have a room. So I had Kadik and Spider and Jacob and a couple other guys. We lifted it down and put it in the back of the El Camino. So then yesterday, I think I was the first person in world history to transport a flight simulator in the back of an El Camino.
Do you ever think about stuff like that? Like, I
Yeah.
wonder if I'm the first person to ever do this or say this word and these words in this sequence.
Yes, I think about that a lot, and I believe that yesterday was a true first for
It's
the
Do
world.
one.
Probably so.
Do one. Create a sentence that you're the first one to say.
Does it have to be a sentence or just a okay?
A collection
can it
of
just be
words.
words?
I do this shit all the time. Like, nobody said purple rubber dragonfly zipped up shaft.
Yeah.
Cowboy boot.
Vols
Nobody's ever said
flag,
that shit.
Reagan inauguration, Greg Maddox camera, Rocky Top news, Donald Trump, Mike Tyson autograph, Buc-ee's. Like,
Yeah.
that's the first time those words have ever been said.
New
and
sentence just dropped.
Yeah.
New sentence just dropped.
Yeah.
Breaking records. But yeah, so I guess that's the answer to my. I do think that's the first person. I'm the first person to ever do that, though.
It seems likely.
We're breaking barriers.
And then what was our question, Big T? If we're all 28?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a question.
I'm not 28.
Yeah.
Congrats on existing, fam.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm
A lot of motherfuckers ain't.
true.
Facts.
Mackenzie and I are both not 28. Big T's the only 28-year-old currently. But I will be someday. God willing.
28's a good age.
It's a fine age.
I like 28 a lot. You're young.
No, 28, you're no longer young.
Yeah, but you can get away with like youthful indiscretions.
See, I'd rather be 30 than 28. 28 is older than 30
Why do you say that?
because it's
When you're 30, you're in your early 30s. so-
correct. It's
yeah.
a reset.
Yeah, it is. It kind of is.
28 is like you're pretty far out of college at this point. Like you're no longer a young person.
I was gonna say you are being compared to other young people when you're 28, but you're like the mature. You're supposed to be the mature,
Right.
good decision making young person.
I mean, like, and working at a place like here where we always have 21-year-olds cycling in, like I see the lives that those people are living, and I'm like, wow, I'm not even. That's a foreign concept to me. Granted, it mostly was when I was 21 as well, but
Yep,
you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
I just think you get caught up on like the end of decades versus beginning of decades.
Yeah,
Like you said earlier that like 41 feels really old. I think and then 39 feels really old too. I think you just get caught up on the second digit.
I think I probably do.
Yeah. And then Big T the same a little bit. But that's okay, guys. You can feel however you feel.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome. All right.
All right, voicemail.
Hey, Macrodosing crew. It's Quentin from Zanesville, Ohio, out here in Cincinnati now. Just wanted to ask you guys a question about pickup basketball. I played for years, and I feel like everywhere you go has kind of like different rules. And I just want to know what you guys thought the worst rule was, or maybe like the craziest thing that's happened while you play pickup basketball. For me, I think the worst rule is, I don't know if it's an everywhere thing. I mean, it's definitely not back in Zanesville, but in Cincinnati, if you get fouled and say and one you miss, then you don't get the ball back because and one's not a foul is what they say. Same thing where if you say foul and make it, they'll say you said foul. I always thought, like, I play that way now because I've been here for like 8 years, but I always thought that was kind of a crazy rule. And then I guess craziest thing, interesting thing happened recently. There's this guy that had to have been pushing 300 pounds who was celebrating a block and did a like cartwheel into a back handspring. It was pretty crazy. But anyways, let me know if anything crazy's happened to you guys. But yeah, long time listener, first time caller. Arian, got a special place in my heart for you. I think you're dope. Mad Dog, anytime I'm at a rest stop, I'm kind of looking around. I know you're into the rest stops. So anyway, stay handsome, stay beautiful, and thanks guys.
First of all, if there was a big boy that could do a cartwheel into a handspring,
Looking for an excuse.
that's sick.
Yeah.
you do that.
A block, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you make a good pass.
Yeah, I
You
don't
should
know
be
why
allowed
you
to
would
do that.
complain about that. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've seen a couple fights on basketball courts. Some of the craziest stuff I've seen playing pickup is the guy that rolls up wearing jeans that just dominates everybody.
Yeah, I feel like if you're doing something like that, it's counterintuitive. You would think that person sucks, but they're probably awesome.
Yeah, if there's a dude that's got jeans and he comes up you want to draft that guy first. You want that guy on your team for sure.
The only one I've ever encountered, and it's been pretty rare, is some people will try to play with no screens. And it's like, oh, so we're just going to kind of stand around and heave up three? Like, it seems like a dumb way to play.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy, though.
It's only happened once or twice, but that's the only one I can think of that I was like, this is stupid.
No screens.
Yeah.
I played one time with no dunking. Because there was one guy.
Did that affect you tremendously?
Big time. There was one guy that could dunk, and nobody else could. So we just said, you're not allowed to do it. It didn't really help that much.
Yeah.
He just shot very, very close layups.
Right.
But I think it was more about just not getting posterized.
Arian had to dip out, by the way.
He just left. But the craziest thing he's ever seen. He's drawn in by the whole vibe of pickup, how it works, and we all know it.
It is an efficient, one of the most efficient institutions we have
in
this country.
Everyone knows the rules. We all abide by the rules, and society works just fine.
Always a peaceful transfer of power, usually.
Yep, usually. I mean, I've seen some fights on basketball courts before, and 9 times out of 10, I've probably only seen actually like 5 in games that I've been in, but I'll say 4 times out of 5, it ends with, okay, we're done fighting, let's keep playing.
Yeah.
And that's fine. No one calls the cops. I did see a guy storm off and leave one time, and then we were all wondering if he was going to bring a gun. But he didn't, so that was cool. All right. We have any more voicemails? Okay, let's rip them. We'll get back to nanodosing in a second. It's brought to you by Atlas, House of Atlas. Today's sponsor is a new shaving company. They're called House of Atlas. They gifted us one of their razors. Honestly, I'm kind of blown away. Not only does it look insanely sleek sitting in my bathroom, but it gives me an incredible close shave. Feels weird to gush over a lineup of shaving products, but truly House of Atlas makes some one-of-a-kind stuff. Not to mention the products are all designed to look like they should have their own tech reveal. First off, the Atlas razor, it's a game changer. When it comes to clogging, it's a U.S.-made stainless steel blade. They're spaced apart enough that it barely clogs compared to the other razors that I've tried. That means fewer stops to rinse, a smoother, faster shave, and less frustration while shaving. The razor also looks absolutely sick. It's got a sleek design, easy to hold, easy to maneuver. It's got a nice weight to it. It doesn't feel like a toy. The blades are stabilized. They don't bend under pressure. Each blade is reinforced with welded steel for a smooth shave with no irritation. And now for a limited time, they're offering 20% off. Site-wide, 20% off, plus free shipping at houseofatlas.com. Use code DOSE at checkout. That's houseofatlas.com, houseofatlas.com. Promo code DOSE, D-O-S-E, for 20% off everything. Plus, House of Atlas is now available at Target stores nationwide. Stop wasting money and time on shaving products that don't look good, aren't effective, and cost way too much. Visit House of Atlas today. You'll love it as much as I did.
What's up, Macrodosing? This is Chris. Love the pod. First time, long time. Even though I started an AWL and I've won that award 7 times, still find myself loving the Macrodosing team more, so shout out to Second Family. Called in today for some life advice. Me and the wife live in our ideal environment. We love what we do what we love, but we're both in the customer service industry, and in this industry, it's going to be 4 to 5 times the average cost of living no matter where we go. So unfortunately, we're not really tucking much away for the future. You know, we're not eating top ramen every night, but we're also, not putting anything away for a house or any future kids. So the question I have would really be, do we hit the reset button, try and find a job somewhere else, or do we just live our happy little lives and hope we get a promotion or a raise that beats inflation? Anyway, thank you very much. Going to hang up and listen.
You should have called Dave Ramsey, brother.
Yeah, that's a tough question. If you're doing something that you really enjoy.
So I'm confused on his premise. He said they're in the customer service industry.
Yeah.
Which causes their cost of living to be very high.
I guess maybe they might travel for work.
But then that would be paid for by work.
It depends on the customer service.
I would just need it explained why you have to live somewhere particular. Now, if you have like your job, whatever, that's I understand, but that doesn't seem like an industry that binds you to like if you're in tech and you're like, I have to live in San Francisco.
They might mean they just service customers.
Yeah, I didn't understand the premise, but that's fine. The question makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people can be happy not making a lot of money, and that's fine. You don't have to like have a huge nest egg to be happy. Obviously, like down the road, if you want to pay for college for your kids or you want to have a nice retirement, that becomes a big question. But a lot of people are very happy not having a lot of leftover money at the end of the month. So that is definitely a possibility. If you're cool with it, then go for it. But I don't know what to say about like switching careers or anything like that. But good luck.
Yeah, I don't feel qualified to give any advice on this other than like at some point you do need to have some money saved. Like even if it's not to buy a house or whatever, like there will come a time you need some money.
Yeah, or instead of saving money, if you put just like, I don't know, $100 away each month, invest it somewhere. Hope you get lucky with one of them. You make a lot of money that way. But yeah, that's it's a tough spot that you're in. Bank account doesn't always mean happiness, though.
That's true. Watch some Dave Ramsey videos. Follow the baby steps.
I've been very happy in my life when I was very, very poor. I wouldn't, like, if I had the option.
But you're happier.
If I had the option, I wouldn't go back to it, certainly. But like I've been very fulfilled being poor, so it's possible. Just keep listening to podcasts. That's the best way.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. I believe, from what I understood, he enjoys this podcast more than Pardon My Take.
That's what he said. Yeah,
which is, some are asking what are the factors introduced to this show that aren't on Pardon My Take that might make it better. Because you're a constant in both.
Arian Foster,
one of them, sure.
Mad Dog. Good point.
Hey, this is Eric from New Jersey, and I just have kind of a question for everyone about this high school football topic that's come up a lot recently, and they're not trying to be mean, but I just don't get the hype. Like maybe this is like a cultural thing, like South versus North, but I went to one high school football game when I was in high school. I don't get the hype. Like, why is Big T caring about high school football for a school he didn't even attend, let alone his own school after he's graduated? Like, maybe like Mad Dog, Mac, could you kind of talk about your high school football vibes from your school? And I just don't get the hype, really. Looking for an explanation there. So stay beautiful, stay gorgeous. Would love to hear the answer. Thanks, everyone.
I would love to answer it. First of all, I am wearing my Downers Grove North high school hat right now.
Let's go.
Secondly, like I watch most of my high school's games on YouTube still. Like I went to that school. I want them to win football games. It's fun. But we've discussed it on the show a little bit before. I love the community aspect of sports. I love college football because it's a community of people that all mostly went to the same school. You have things in common with each other. It's fun to go back and get to do that kind of thing. And I think high school football is awesome. I think it's you see on a much smaller scale a community come together and root for something. And it's fun, and it's a very pure form of sport to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it, and I think it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's all about the community that you're in. Like, it's an excuse to get together with your friends and neighbors, hang out, have a good time. Something to talk about, too. I think if you are from a smaller town, football at the high school level probably means more to you because it's, like, where you see everybody in town at the game. And when you're growing up, like, 8th graders, 7th graders, what are you doing on Friday? Oh, we're going to go to the high school football game.
Right.
You hang out with your friends there. Maybe you get a kiss under the bleachers. Maybe you have a good time. Not direct parent supervision. Good times had by all.
For sure. Go to Sonic after.
Oh, hit up Sonic. Maybe you try dip for the first time at a high school football game, and maybe you and your 5 friends puke everywhere. But then you kind of feel awesome about puking because you're like, that was awesome.
Was Sonic like the cool place in your town, or what was that?
We had a couple different places. Not Sonic was not in my hometown, but we had like a diner
Okay.
that we would go to. That was pretty close by. We'd go there. Actually, a couple different diners. But yeah, we didn't have like a fast. Oh, there was a double decker McDonald's that
That's
we hung out
sick.
at. Yeah, that was a big gathering spot too.
And also, I think this guy said he's from somewhere in the north, which does have something to do with it. Like in the South, high school football games are obviously a much bigger deal. I had cousins who lived in Maryland, and we were there one time while my school was on fall break, and their school, they were out of high school, but their school was in session. So we drove by their high school, and there was a football game going on a Tuesday night. And we just kind of stopped in and stopped for a second, and I assumed it was the JV or the freshman game. And I asked somebody, and they're like, "No, this is the varsity game." I said, "It's Tuesday." They're like, "Yeah," and there were maybe 30, 40 people there.
That's sad.
And I was like, I didn't even know that was an option.
That's it.
I didn't know you could do that.
Every kid on that team thinks that they're in Friday Night Lights, though.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously a different thing in Texas, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, place like that.
I went to my first Texas football game back in like 2009. Right when I moved there, I was amazed at what an actual big deal it is in Texas.
Yeah.
Like we liked high school football in my town growing up, but like you go to an Austin, Texas Friday night high school football game and there's like 15,000 people in the stands watching.
Yeah.
And the plays are like they're running pro style offenses. Everyone's so much better. Their uniforms fit.
Yeah.
It was amazing to me. So, shout out Texas. All right. Well, that was Nanodosing. We will see you guys on Thursday. Love you guys.